This morning, I ran a 25K trail race. It was supposed to start at 6. It didn't start till like almost 8 o'clock, which messed up my schedule for the whole day. But I ran so that's a little over 15 miles in 2 hours and 48 minutes. So that's a significantly better pace than when I ran the McAllen Marathon, which is good. I'm feeling better. My body is processing the lactic acids better, and my body is allowing myself to train it right now, and to be better at these longer races. And the craziest thing, I was listening to David Goggins, and then my subscribed video for Jake Ducey popped up. Now Jake Ducey, the young guy, was a college basketball player. Now he's a author and a public speaker, speaking mostly on the power of attraction. He did something today that was awesome. He tied the sports training, developing skills through repetition, to your subconscious mind. And so he's all those thoughts, memories, and constant things that you're hearing from other people around you are creating these neural pathways, these habitual, hard, and your body actually becomes your mind. Okay, Joe Dispensia talks about this a lot. Okay, and it really came together with the reference to the developing the neural pathways for athletics and sports with Jake Ducey. So good on you, Jake. Brilliant. All right, and that makes total sense. Total sense. So you just shift your brain to thinking about things that you want and how you want them to be, and think off the negative, the garbage that you experience, your dad, your stepdad, your mom, your teachers, your people told you. And we're really crazy that I'm thinking of the sports thing, right? Roy Jones Sr. was so stingy with the reward, right? He'd rather have you do it more, because of, you didn't want him being angry at you, rather than doing it because you wanted him happy with you. And with the crazy thing, how I did it, he was gonna fire me. I was like this close to getting fired. I lost a fight. I wasn't happy about it. I didn't come to the training for 3 days. He called me in his office. I ain't gonna fire you, but I ain't gonna pay you no mind either. These other guys need training, and you're gonna be the meat. Oh, they didn't like that. And I'm working out that whole night. I wasn't gonna quit. And give him that satisfaction. And I'm hitting the heavy bag, and I can pop. And the feel and the sound of my punches hitting the heavy bag was my own cheering section. And at the end of 5 rounds hitting the heavy bag that night, I had determined that if anybody was going to be the meat, it wasn't going to be me. All right, and it changed everything. I wasn't doing it for anybody's accolades, right? Except, I just was eating people up. That was my job, and that's where I got the recognition. That's when I did it, just doing it. Okay, and that was, so same thing. Anything, that you're doing, don't do it for anything else but yourself, not for anybody else. Okay, and that sounds selfish, right? But everybody's selfish. Everybody, is going to do things for their reasons. You need to do it for your reasons. Okay? You want to help people all day long, right? And you may pour into helping people, all right? but you know, they may not, you may not get the recognition back from them. You may not get, they may just like, oh, take you for granted. Okay, so whatever you're doing, don't do it for that. Do it for your reason. Okay, why you think it needs to be done, all right, or want it to be done, and that's why you do what you do. All right, it's silly. Trainers should be smarter. Teachers should be smarter. All right, you learn to figure out what it is that makes somebody tick, and there's ways to get them to tell you, and then that's what you pump. I had Coach Swanson, my track coach in high school, my senior year, got more out of me than anybody else without ever yelling. If you didn't do what he you didn't meet his expectation, he just didn't talk to you. All right, but he was really good at seeing what you needed to do, giving you that little fine-tuned correction, and getting you better and faster. Okay, I stumbled on the punishment reward, teaching kids 8 to 12 years old how to box in Panama, and it was an accident. I was modeling Roy Jones Sr. Had a piece of PVC pipe 3 feet long. I had it with me all the time, and those kids better do what they were supposed to do every second of every round, jumping rope, shadow boxing, and heavy bag, or I'd pop them with that stick, because I got popped with that stick. And then one day, this one kid who never did anything right threw a perfect left hook on the heavy bag, and I saw it, and I made a big deal of it. Right, you did it. That was perfect. You transfer your weight from your left foot to your right foot. You trim your shoulder, but your elbow up, your palm was facing you, and all of a sudden, all this stuff this kid had never been able to do before, he did. Okay, the training. In contrast, Dick Pettigrew, the all-Navy boxing coach, he was the guy that was supposed to go to the Olympics instead of Joe Frazier, but he broke his thumb. And we had to get to training. You had to get up at 5 o'clock in the morning. You had to run, 4 miles in the sand, a mile to the beach, mile back. So you ran 6 miles every morning, and then you came back at noon, and he'd be talking. He'd just be telling war stories until 4 o'clock. I'm like, excuse me, when are we going to start training? He'd go, John Brownie? I'm like, no, my name's Reuben Lowing. He's like, no, John Brownie, that's what you call somebody rather than cursing. I'm like, oh, so you're thinking a curse word when you call me John Brownie. Get out here and give me 50 push-ups. So I'm like, well, which hand? We had a really interesting rapport. I could beat everybody running. I was Navy SEAL. You were never going to beat me running in the sand. It was just mindset. Okay, and I was the only white boy on the boxing team. There was one Puerto Rican kid. Everybody else was black, and they just didn't know what to think of that. And but he dick like that. And I fought his style as a comer, and he's the one that kind of really helped me get my bob and weave down pretty good. But Coach Hunter was the East Coast coach, more quiet, just give you a little subtle, kind of like Coach Swanson, just a little, refining, didn't yell at you, the only thing he'd ever say is, "You're a Navy SEAL." That's right. And I'd get in there and start going to war. But these positive thoughts. David Goggins calls it his candy jar, right? And he's going back and thinking about those things, that the positive things, he could stand on. I was a Navy SEAL, went to Hell 3 times. I did, I was, Army man, my Army Ranger school, and I've done, all these things that he can stand on. I'm like, okay, this ain't nothing, right? And we've all got those things. I've got a ton of those things. But was training what he's doing, he's developing the right neural pathways. He's not thinking of the crap. He's thinking of the good stuff. He's thinking of the, you hear people talk about, don't talk about your past, don't talk about your past, don't think about your past, whatever. Yeah, you got something good in your past that elevates you and your vibration. Yeah, think all about it, right? And then the real trick is, is to visualize the positive things that you want to happen in the same way. That's where the magic is.